Hello YouTube. Well, the day has arrived, or the day before anyway. Alright, we're going to go through all of these blood drops, and this is the first and only first run of custom blood drops. Don't worry, watch the video at your leisure. This is about 30 hours prior to the sale. The sale will not be up until October the 1st at noon. That's 12 o'clock noon Central Standard Time. Okay, so take your time, enjoy the video, and pick out the knives you want. And I would suggest getting 2 or 3 that as far as priorities, and about a minute or two prior to the noon release, get on your computer or phone, or have somebody do it for you, and select the sheath. Now let's talk about sheaths for a second. If you want a sheath from WC Knives, go to the sheaths webpage before the sale, select the sheath you want, select the monthly special option. Okay, that way I'll know it's for the monthly special, and add that to your cart. Then just wait. Refresh your page every now and then on the available custom knives web page until you see these knives listed. Okay, then you can add the knife to your cart and you're good to go. All right, and then you check out and do whatever you need to do at that point. Also, Randy Smith at stitchgear.com has he has a blood drop, and he has created some of his style sheaths for those who want a Stitch Gear leather sheath. Then Randy Smith has got a 6-way and a vertical option if you'd rather go that route. Okay, and I highly recommend Randy's stuff. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 12 months out of the year, 365 days. I mean, he just does phenomenal work. Besides that, he's a very good friend of mine. Okay, need to help everybody out. Don't be stingy. All right. Okay. So this is the first run. This is the only run that's going to have the one on the blade. After this sale, there is another option. If you miss out, then you can get with Great Northern Knives. That's Great Northern NORTHERN knives KNIVES.com. Get with those folks. They have a second run, and those will have a 2 on the blade, where this one has a 1 stamped on the blade. Those that he's got on this next run will have a 2. Okay, so get with them and see what they have available as far as handle material. You may be able to select limited amounts of handles that you would prefer, especially the Sure Touch colors and things like that. But again, if you miss out on these, do not panic. There is another option of something that's coming that's in the works. Okay, all right, but take your time, watch this video, and enjoy it. Now, kind of give you a history of this blood drop. I came out with a small kukri about probably six years ago, and I just it was before I started doing the multi grinds and things like that. The Wismus Grind is what it's called now. So I decided to bring it back. I like that small kukri style blade. This one's a little bit narrow blade. It's a little bit more tactical, really. And I kind of kidded around. I said the woodsman meets the street, but it actually is. It's kind of a tactical-ish, coolish, tactical, cool style blade. I mean, it could see very easily could be a defensive weapon if you needed one. So anyway, I brought that back, and I thought that it would be a very good design to use with the Wismus Grind. And if you not familiar with the Wismus Grind, it's basically a Scandi that flows into a different grind, either a blended saber, a saber, a blended flat, or some other type of design. The thing is, it's very simple to sharpen. If you can sharpen a Scandi, you can sharpen one of these knives, because this Scandi is the same bevel all the way through. So this 11 to 12 degree bevel from here is the same at the tip. So when you're sharpening it, you just lay it on that Scandi and just follow that same bevel all the way through, okay? And even with these curves and recurves, if you have a narrow stone, it's very simple to sharpen, okay? Once people get it and they sharpen it, the comments that I've had was, I don't know why I was worried. It was just very simple to sharpen, okay? All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go through these knives and I'm gonna show you what they are and talk about them for a minute and just see if I can't do this in a timely manner. All right, so again, noon Central Standard Time on October the 1st, go to my Available Knives webpage. There will be a direct link to that webpage in the description box below. There won't be anything there right now, but at 12 o'clock noon Central Standard Time, these knives will pop up on the screen just like magic. All right, okay, so the first knife is going to be a reduced cost. All right, this one is a sale one. I had one that was in the Firefly, which is a glow, and I'll insert a picture here. The problem with this is when we did the liner, and this is a problem with the Firefly stuff, you can see the little white streaks in behind the chips. That means that it was roughed up in certain areas, and it just, when they married the green G10 liner, it didn't take very well. You see the white in there. So we're gonna list this one as a reduced price. Now all the pricing is on the website. All the specs is on the website. In general, this is about a 4.5 inch blade. All of them are 5/32 Nitro V. Okay. The overall is, and again, I'm guessing at this point because I don't have a tape with me, is probably about 9.5, 9 3/4. Okay. All of them are going to fit a big man's hand. There's a couple of them that's narrow, a little bit narrower than the others, and I'll mention those to you. But again, this one is going to be at a discounted price. The only issue is the aesthetics of it, and it glows in the dark just beautifully, as you saw in that picture. Okay, so that's the first one. I have one that is Sure Touch red, has a blue liner and blue G10 pins. Okay, and just a great knife. All of them are great. Just depends on what color you want. I got a one black Sure Touch with black micarta pins and a center, I think that's called a North Star mosaic. That's what we're going to call it. Okay, but anyway, it's got orange liners. So it's a very thick, beefy handle. So if you want a thick handle and black Sure Touch, then this one is just ringing your phone off the hook. All right, now I've got 3 green Sure Touches. They all have different pins and liners. Okay. This one has the green pins and green WC mosaic, and the orange. It's got a little. Need to clean up these knives somewhat. They ain't ready to ship out yet, but has a orange liner. Okay, and I've got one with an orange liner and puppy toes pins. Okay, and again, these are beefy handles that fill up a big man's hand, so quite nicely. So if you have large hands, I got medium to large, they fill up my hand very nice. And I've got one that's green mosaics with a green WC and a black liner. Okay, I've got 3 blue Sure Touch. One has red pins and a red liner. It's kind of hard to see it. It's a maroon liner, but it's red. And I've got 2 that has orange liners and blue pins. Okay, I've got 2 of those. Okay, I've got 2 Skulk Woods. I've got a red one. This is the red one. Has mosaics and a center mosaic. I think that's a compass wheel or a wheel. We're gonna call it a wheel, okay? So look for that one on the website. And I've got a blue one. Ain't that pretty? There's a blue one with blue pins and a blue liner. Okay, this one's a little bit narrow handle than the red one. The red one is pretty beefy. Okay, so if you want a big handle, then I would get the red one. If you want something a little bit narrow, then I would get the blue one. I've got two orange ones, orange Sure Touch, green pins, center mosaic green, and a lime green liner. Okay, the other orange Sure Touch has blue pins, and of course a blue liner. I think that is really cool. I really do. I like that blue and that orange. It just kind of sets it off. All right, now we got some. This is some handle material that I got at Blade Show from Shade Tree Composites about a year and a half ago. It was Blade when I was there in 2019. Okay, so this is what's left of it. This is a coffee bag, and it has the green pins and a green liner. It has a narrow handle, so if you like a little bit thinner handle, then this is certainly a knife that you should consider. I've got just a burlap bag, brown burlap, with copper pins and a thick red linen micarta liner. And this one's a little bit more beefier if you want something a little bit thicker handle. Then I've got a drunken coffee bag. It's kind of got the red tint, and the grains on the burlap is a little bit different. It's called drunken coffee bag, and it's got red pins and red liners. It's got, again, the red linen micarta liners, and it's a little bit thicker handle as well. Okay, but again, they're not too large. I mean, if you got a Master Woodsman, that's about the size that they are of the Model 1s or the Model 2s, so that's pretty well accepted size. They're not giant is what I'm saying. Okay, now let's get into the wood ones. This is olive wood. I've got one of those in olive wood. It has green pins and a green liner. I've got a maple, one maple. This is kind of a tiger stripe maple. You see the tiger stripes, or curly, I think they call it curly in some places. Red liners, red pins, red center mosaic, and the other side, you see the stripes on it. I call it tiger stripe. I've got one that is, handle size is about average on these, okay? All the wood ones, about average. I've got one that is stainless pins and a center mosaic. This is the compass again. And it has a yellow liner or gold liner, and it's black palm. Black palm is kind of a different wood. It has a lot of texture to it, so if you get that, it's not going to be very smooth. You're going to be able to feel the ridges and stuff in that wood, so be aware of that if you get that. I've got Osage. Again, this one is about a medium to a large hand, I would say. It has oak pins, which is a little unusual, and a brick red liner. Okay, again, Osage with a brick red liner. And this is Goncalo or Gocalo. I can never pronounce that wood. I'm gonna quit buying this wood because I can't never pronounce it. But anyway, it'll be written out in the on the website. It's Gocalo or Gocavo or something like that. But anyway, that's what this is, with a yellow liner and mosaics. Has a little bit narrow handle, so I'd probably say medium hands will be a good fit for that. And I've got two rosewoods, and again, this one has oak pins and a yellow or gold liner. Just a great looking knife. And the second one has a gold liner with blue pins, a little bit different. Okay. Now I've got some African Blackwoods. I've got 5 of those. All right. So here we go. This is gold or yellow liners with a black micarta pin. Kind of looks hidden, but anyway, there you go. And these are probably a medium-sized hand. Another medium-sized hand, African Blackwood, blue pins, a dark blue liner. And I've got an African Blackwood with a yellow or gold liner and red pins. Kind of made it a little different. And another African Blackwood with green pins and green liner, green pins. Did it backwards. Yeah, again, it's probably about a medium-sized hand. The wood one tends to be a little bit narrow than the Sure Touch and those other ones. This one is a little bit different. This is African Blackwood. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's got a little bit more color in it than the typical Blackwood. It's got a little bit more of the browns in it than you see a lot of times. And this one has blue pins and a blue liner. Again, this one has some very good colors in it. Okay, this one's a little bit thicker. I would say medium to large on the handle size. Okay, now I've got some black walnut. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 black walnut. These are all about medium size handles. Red pins and a black liner. Okay, very good figure and colors in these black walnuts. These are called burled walnut, so they're very good walnut handles. They have a lot of feathers and stuff in them. It's really nice handles. Blue pins and a center red mosaic, blue liners. Here's one with copper pins. Again, you kind of see the different figures in that red liners. Very nice walnut. I haven't got walnut like that in a while. And here's the last one. This one has blue pins and a green liner. Okay, now I've got the last 5 are Bacardi. Some of them are bird's eye and some of them are just regular Bacardi. Okay, this one is just supposed to be a bird's eye Bacardi, but I think it's more of just a standard Bacardi. It's red mosaics with a red liner. Has some very good, nice features to this Bacardi. Again, a medium-sized hand. I've got another bird's eye with a green center mosaic brass pins and a black liner. Now this one is this one's got some very nice bird's eye in it. See that one? That turned out really, really nice. This is bird's eye Bacardi again. Has black pins, a black compass star, North Star pin. Very nice handle. Again, medium-sized hand. So if you like a little bit narrow handle, then that's probably a good knife for you. This one is more of the standard Bacardi that you get. It's kind of a dark tan, if you will. Black pins, blue liner. Probably a medium to large hand. And then the last one has green pins, green liner, Well, I hope you guys get the knives that you want. And again, if you're looking for a sheath, be sure and add a sheath to your order before checkout. And if you prefer to get a stitch gear style sheath, then Randy has them. Just talk to him and he can get you a sheath for these blood drops. Phenomenal little belt knife. I really think that these are great little knives. I really do. Of course, I think all of them are great. All knives are great. There ain't nothing wrong with any knife. But anyway, wish you guys the best, and until the next one, you guys get in the backyard with a little stick. Be sure and take a child with you, get the opportunity, and don't forget those cleaning band-aids and lots of knives. We'll catch you again soon.